Good morning, everyone. My name is Josh, and I will be the reporter for today. My discussion is all about cybernetics and business informatics, but let me discuss first the cybernetics and its history. The history of cybernetics. Cybernetics it is derived from the Greek word kybernetes. That means is steersman or governor. When you say steersman, it is the pilot of the ship that can control and guides the direction of the ship. And when you say the governor, it is the ability of governor to control and guide its states. So cybernetics, it was coined by the mathematician. His name is Norbert Wiener. It was introduced in 1948, and he is also known as the father of the cybernetics. This field of cybernetics was emerged after World War II. The World War II happened in 1939 to 1945, and cybernetics was developed in 1948. After that, scientists was developed and understand the principle of cybernetics, which also contribute to the development of AI or the artificial intelligence, robotics, and control system in 1950s. Let's discuss the meaning of cybernetics. According to Norbert Wiener, cybernetics it is the study of control and communication between living things and machines. These are the machines or technologies that can communicate and control by humans or other living organisms. Furthermore, any system that can be controlled by humans or other living things is a field of cybernetics. So the communication that emphasized here is what we call the informational communication. Informational communication, this form of communication involves the exchange and transmission of information. So meaning to say there's an exchange and transmission that occurs between the components within a system. It can be said that there is an adjustment control that can make any changes to the output of the system. Let's talk about now the example of cybernetics. So cybernetics can be applied across various domains, including the following. So the first example is thermostat. Thermostat is used to monitor the current temperature and making adjustment to heating or cooling systems accordingly. So thermostat is an example of cybernetics. It is because of feedback mechanism. So we already discussed about the feedback mechanism, which is the positive feedback and negative feedback. When you say negative feedback, it is the counteraction of an effect. Like for the example is winter season. Nakaramdam tayo ngayon ng paglalamig, freezing sa English. So basically ang mangyayari is magsa-self-regulate ang katawan natin ng init para ma-maintain or to stabilize our body temperature. Same thing with thermostat. So thermostat is usually used to monitor the current temperature of the environment, which it can control and adjust the temperature and maintain the stability of the temperature in the environment. Secondly, the hypothalamus. The hypothalamus is a part of brain that regulates various physiological processes like the body temperature, hunger, thirst, and sleep cycles. So hypothalamus is another example of cybernetics. It is from the human body, which is called the hypothalamus. Hypothalamus controls the basic body functions such as the internal temperature, hunger, sleep, and so on. The third one is military commander. In military operations, cybernetics can be used to gather real-time information through sensors and surveillance systems. So, military commander is also an example of cybernetics because the commander has an ability to control his company. The commander is also responsible for the maintenance and operation of the company. So next example is the national government. Cybernetics can assist national governments in policy making by providing analytical tools for decision making processes. So, national government is an example of cybernetics because the national government has a jurisdiction to control the community or the society by making policies. Like for the example, the underpaid employee, which is the common problem in here in the Philippines. There are plenty of companies that abuse the employee for not paying the right amount that they deserve. So there's negative feedback to the society. So the government will do an optimal solution for that particular issue, which is they convey law like DOLE. So national government has an ability to control the system over the society. Lastly, the robotics. Cybernetics plays a crucial role in robotics by enabling machines to sense their environment through sensors and respond accordingly using control system. So robotics is an example of cybernetics because there's a feedback loops. It is used to control or adjust the robot movements. So when you say the feedback, we already discussed this last week. Ito yung the effect of output to the environment. Reviews, example, the reviews of the customers from the output. So when you say naman feedback loop, it is the output of the system that can be used as an input for the future operation. So this is an illustration of feedback control system. So we already discussed about the input, the process, and the output last week. So again, when you say the input, this is the raw facts or the raw materials. The process is manipulating the data and the output is the information or the data that already been processed. So, so for now, we will discuss the sensors, controller, and the actuator. So the sensors is detects and encodes stimulus from the system environment. So sensors as I see, this is just like the human eyes or ears of a system. It is the component that can detect and measure physical quantities such as the temperature, pressure, light, motion, or proximity. The data that detected by the sensor will be converted from the physical inputs into electrical signals. For example, the temperature sensor or specifically the thermostat. This thing is able to measure and sense the temperature in a room and represent the temperature accordingly. So that's how the sensors do. So next is the controller. So the controller is just like the brain of a system. So think about the CPU or the central processing unit. We acknowledge the CPU as the brain of of a computer which is responsible for carrying all the instructions and calculation that make your computer work. Just like the controllers in control system. It is used to process the information that detected all by the sensor. So basically what happened here next is the controller will receive the information coming from the sensors and process it to make it a decision or take action based on that information. After that, the data will be processed and that data will be sent into the actuator. So next is the actuator. So actuator is instrument that acts on the instruction produced by the controller. Physical affect the system that is being regulated for it to conform with the instruction of the controller. So actuators, so for me, actuators are just like the muscles of a system. They receive commands from the controllers and perform physical action based on those commands. So usually the actuator compile all the instruction that passes by the controllers. So to summarize all the discussion about the feedback control system, sensors gather information about the environment, Controllers analyze sensor data and make decisions. Actuators carry out actions based on controller commands. These components work in harmony to create automated systems found in various applications like home automation, robotics, industrial control system, and more. Okay, next topic is all about the business informatics. So, according to Google, the field of business informatics explores the interplay between technologies, business, and society. So, business informatics utilizes information management tools for the processing, management, and analysis of data that relates to the business. So, technically, the concept of business informatics is the combination of technologies and business, wherein businesses are using technologies to collect the data and organize the data, analyze the data, and manage the data. It is used to improve the efficiency and effectiveness of the organization, or furthermore, has a crucial role to an organization because it can be used to solve a business problems and support decision making. Let's say, for example, the platforms that we're using to purchase some things like Shopee or Lazada and also TikTok. With the help of those platforms, it makes easy for us to purchase the things that we need and has an easy transaction unlike sa mga mall na need pa natin puntahan or mag-commute tapos pipila pa tayo sa mahabang pilahan. At the same time, nakatipid rin yung mga small businesses or other businesses kasi hindi na nila kailangan pang mag-rent ng place. So, kaya ang ibang business is they are likely selling na lang through online platform kasi very effective siya nowadays. So that is the few advantage of our technology to a businesses. Here are some key areas within business informatics, so including the enhanced efficiency, global reach, data analysis and insights, enhanced customer experience and innovation and competitive. So, firstly, the enhanced efficiency. So, technologies automates manual tasks, streamlines processes, and reduces human error. This leads to increased productivity and efficiency within the organization. So, with the help of technologies, it reduces the workload, or otherwise, it makes the work more accurate and faster. Like for example, a plenty of calculation, especially sa payroll. So what I mean is a lot of amount that it needs to calculate. Instead of we do it manually, some businesses are using tools or system that can make faster and accurate the calculation. So if we just do it manually, the calculation, there's a possibility that it has an inaccurate calculation and it can cause a workload because we work it manually. So, hindi mag-increase ang productivity ng mga employee kung walang tools, system, or technologies. So that is the importance of technologies. So next is the global reach. So global reach is technology has made easier for businesses to expand their reach beyond geographical boundaries by leveraging e-commerce, e-commerce platforms, online marketing strategies, and digital advertising campaigns. So some businesses are using platform for their marketing strategies, or they are using channels or sometimes as a blogger or an artist to promote their products through online platform. So it is easy to acknowledge the information about their products with the help of internet and technologies. So next is the data analysis. So businesses can collect vast amount of data about their operations, customers, and make trends. Analyzing this data using tools like data analytics and business intelligence allows organizations to gain valuable insights that can drive strategic decision making. So some businesses are using some system or tools like the data analytics so they can collect a huge amount of data about their operations and make market trends. So enhance customer experience. Technology enables businesses to provide personalized experience to their customers through various channels like websites, mobile apps, social media platforms, chatbots. This improve customer satisfaction and loyalty. So some businesses are using websites, mobile apps, chatbots, etc. So the purpose of this is the customer can interact or communicate to the owner or staff of this business, so they can share their thoughts, or I can say reviews, or their feedback about the product. Within this feedback, they can use it as their basis to improve their products. So, innovation and competitive. Embracing new technologies allows businesses to stay ahead of the competition by constantly innovating products or services that meets changing customer. So, businesses are embracing technologies because they are using it for their purpose. Like for the example, businesses are conducting a survey about their innovative product by asking people through their website or their social platforms, and it contains of tons of questions about your taste or what makes you satisfied about on something. So as you can see, they're doing it for purpose, particularly to acknowledge the needs of the people, and it helps them to improve their product para once they release the product on stores, there's a possibility na kagatin ng masa itong product na ito. So that's all. Thank you for listening and have a great day.